year ago we were at Oracle Open World and just still digesting the win. Here we are a year later, and the AC-45s have been produced. The World Series now has happened twice, another one coming up in November in San Diego, and what a difference a year makes. And we've got hundreds of people coming several times a day to hear the new America's Cup story, the AC-34 story, and the revolution, the revolutionary America's Cup.
The first show we did this morning was a group of CIOs on a technical visit to Silicon Valley, and this was part of it. And we really aimed at the technological side of that presentation, but this was a bunch of sailing people. Almost half the audience were keen sailors. And so we really tuned it up for exciting sailing to really get them to get a taste for the America's Cup and what it's all about. And there was plenty of thrills and spills on the videos and a lot of good questions, and we try and make it special for each person.
Well, in 2013, the last scheduled race day is the day before the start of Oracle Open World. So a lot of people here are saying, let's get to San Francisco early and catch some of the America's Cup action. The feedback we're getting from sailors and non-sailors alike, it's amazing. They are so enthusiastic about the new America's Cup, about Larry Ellison's vision, about what Russell Coutts and the rest of the gang are implementing. Good to go.
Open World's always a lot of fun, but I didn't expect to be able to see this, and this is amazing.
Well, first of all, I'm a sailor since a child, so it kind of hits me where I live in terms of sailing, and this is the pinnacle, and to be able to come here and check it out, that's fantastic.
Allow people to see what's going on behind the scenes. I mean, I think it's really good for the sailing industry as a whole, and it can only help generate more enthusiasm and interest in the America's Cup, I would think.
This is great. I'm a sailboat racer. I have been all my life with my husband and son, and we follow the America's Cup and the Volvo Ocean Race and other things, and this is just fabulous to see this.
The technology that's going into prototyping designs and prototyping the manufacturing foundations to really get the most out of these boats that we can get, I find very interesting and fascinating.
I think it's a great thing that you can show the use of technology that goes on in business, and so it's not very visible, but then you get to see it in something very visible like this. I think it's just great.
I learned a lot about the weight and the power, how every inch of the weight must translate into power, so it's a great learning experience.
I can apply things like I see here to business that I do every day in Oracle technology and how things get done efficiently and effectively.
I've seen the boat come in, and seeing the sailors and seeing the technology that goes behind the design of the boat. So I think it's a really lucky day.
You look at the level of innovation here and how I think Oracle is completely changing the game for the America's Cup. It's gonna bring millions of people that have never seen it before are going to be really into it.
This is an amazing, just to see how, like, in state of the art, this sailing has been pushed. I've never seen such technology going into the sailing world, and to see that everything is just going to be much better in the future for sailing. I think Larry Ellison has made a great stride into pushing this sport into the future.
Say that I was there in the beginning and see where everything came from and started at, and it's going to be an exciting 2 years to watch all these races, and maybe I'll even be back for the 2013 and Oracle Open World.
Well, I'm pretty lucky because I actually live in the city of San Francisco, so we've been super excited about the America's Cup coming to town. I wanted to get the details. So the 101 on America's Cup, how it works, how many races there's going to be, what time of year it is, and how us San Franciscans can get involved.
This is a spectacular opportunity to learn about racing the way it is now with the 45-footers. Here in San Francisco, we've got a great community, people interested in this sport, and I think with the athleticism they're displaying now on these catamarans, I think it's going to get even bigger. To see how athletic the sailors are and everybody's interactive on the boats, that's what piqued my interest.
Here we are with the champions of the America's Cup, and it's pretty exciting stuff.
Your guy, Jimmy, is fantastic, and he's really accessible, and the design guys, everybody involved here has been tremendous. I think here in San Francisco, you're going to be blown away by the amount of interest that is garnered. First of all, there's a gigantic racing community. Second of all, you're racing in the best part of the year for weather. You're going to have spectacular vistas. You're going to have people from all over the world come to this city. So I think the build-up's going to be tremendous.
She'll be 2 years old when the races are on.